Okay, so Cardi B and Candace Owens went in on Twitter, I think Monday, after Owens did an interview with on the Ben Shapiro show. For those who don't know who he is, he's like a political podcaster. He has a show, the Ben Shapiro show. He's very conservative and he's pro-Trump and all that other bullshit. Okay. Here's a little bit of what they had to say. Here's what Candace Owens had to say about Cardi.
One of the biggest insults, if Black Americans are not insulted by the fact that Joe Biden, who has been hiding in his basement, for the entire year, made an appearance and came out because he was going to do an interview with Cardi B. Do we have nothing better to offer? I mean, this would be akin to Donald Trump saying, I'm going to give no interviews, but he came up and he decided to give an interview to Justin Bieber. And it's because you're pandering, right? You're pandering. You look at Cardi B's Instagram, you see she has millions of followers, and you think, okay, this is an illiterate person. And if I appeal to this illiterate person and she does, like she literally did in the middle of this interview, and they think she's cool, she's hip just by sitting here and taking this interview, Black people will vote for me. It's basically saying, Black people, you are stupid.
Oh,
girl.
Bitch. She.
Let me tell you something. When that interview dropped, Cardi B was. I was like, oh, so Cardi B ain't doing her little rants because she usually go on live screaming.
She needs to learn how to stop.
She went on Twitter, girl.
Let me tell you why. Her PR need to talk to her.
Who? You talk about Cardi, right?
Yeah, because she be too into everything.
I'd be like, what was you saying, girl? This girl's literally ripping you a new one.
Right. And I feel like with Cardi.
And we were on Cardi's side, I was.
Yeah,
I was on Cardi's side.
But believe it or not, she's really into political stuff. Cardi. Like, she really is.
Okay.
No, I'm saying,
because I'm gonna get my whole scoop on this. I'm gonna get my whole opinion on this.
I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna just say my little.
Because I think that there was some points made on Candace Owens' part. I don't think that Cardi should have ever did an interview with Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders. I think that entertainment and politics should stay away from each other. This is you listen to entertainment when you want to turn up.
Did y'all listen to it though?
I watched the interview. I watched parts of the interview. Right. She was asking some good stuff. I mean, it was very media trained. But my thing is he wasn't challenged enough, and that's what Candace Owens was trying to say. She was being very disrespectful, calling her illiterate and all that other stuff. But she was not challenging him when he went on the Breakfast Club. I felt like Charlemagne was challenging him. Okay, she might not feel like the Breakfast Club is a good person to interview either. I don't really care what she thinks, but to have someone that is actually going to give him the heavy questions. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This was for people to get involved. This is for her people, Cardi's fans, her Barty gang, or whoever, because she's loved by the general public. So they're all, oh my God, Cardi's on this. She is. Even though we don't like to think that she is. She's Cardi, loved. Loved by the general public.
Cardi definitely. She put her stamp.
So it was going to bring people in to be informed so that they can vote for Biden. I get it, right. But he wasn't challenged, and that's the only thing that I have an issue.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
With that, now the way Candace Owens addressed Cardi. Bringing up their song, because this all came up because the Ben Shapiro show had his own episode where he broke down the WAP video. A lot of these politics are getting involved and talking about WAP because she did this interview with Joe Biden saying, oh my God, this is the person that Joe had interviewed. And that's another negative thing towards his campaign now.
But it's so you're telling me, no shade to Beyonce.
Right, go ahead.
Beyonce done did some raunchy shit and she was behind Obama.
Okay.
Thank you. You have to do certain things at certain times because it's your career.
It's your career.
That's her career.
Yeah. I find it so. At first, I found it very funny that these conservative politicians, talking about the WAP video, and I'm like, girl, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do.
No,
nothing else better to do. Talk about this girl with her damn song. She making money. My thing is, I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with what Candace Owens was talking about. Now, them going back and forth on Twitter.
That's Cardi, though.
I wanted to be on Cardi's side so bad, but girl, what the fuck was you saying? What was she saying? You heard something on the tweet? She was like, Trump laughed at a person getting shot and killed by the cop. I'm like, when was that? And then she pulled her receipts. She was like, oh, well, Candace Owens was like, well, where's your receipts? I would like to see the video confirmation. I'm like, they was going back and forth, child. And I was like, Cardi, what you saying, girl?
See,
someone should have took the phone.
But somebody said that to her. I forgot who said that to her. Somebody was like, "Oh, we noticed that you real in tune with social media. You see what people say about you." And And I'm like, well, it's the truth. Like certain things Cardi should not speak on. Period. Yeah. She still got this hood mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like it's I'm not saying that she's not educated.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because we don't know what she could be doing behind closed doors.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's very I don't want to say because ignorant wouldn't be the word.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes she could come off as that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, Cardi, I understand certain things where you coming from. You may be angry because somebody said something about you.
Did she say something about her child?
Right.
I was like, girl.
Yeah. Who? Candace?
No, Cardi said something. I think because Candace is pregnant, from my understanding. Something about.
See, my thing is you can't be picking fights with hood bitches. You can't pick a fight with a hood bitch because the hood bitch gonna say everything.
They gonna get you down the gutter, honey.
Right. So that's what you cannot pick a fight with a hood bitch. And that's one hood bitch I definitely say I would never want to pick a fight with if I ever came across being famous. You know what I mean? I will always want to keep good energy with whoever I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever's in the industry because it's only nothing but this big. You know what I mean? But Cardi, she's different. She's a different ball game. Candace.
I don't know what the hell. And I had this observation. I put this on Twitter. I was like, I think Candace Owens targets people that can't defend themselves properly in a debate. Because we seen this when she went on the panel with what's his name, T.I.
She pick her weakest link.
She picked her weakest link, so she looks like, I'm the smartest person out the bunch. Girl, how about you talk to Amanda Seales? How about you go on The View?
Right.
Get challenged by Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar.
Right.
Okay. You will never see her on that show.
Okay.
Because she will have her ass handed to her.
But you know what? I forgot what's this other lady name. She's another black lady. Mm-hmm. She a pro-Trump. But her video went viral too.
Who, Tommy Lauren? White girl?
She black. She was in New York by the Trump Tower, I think, where they had Black Lives Matter painted on the road. Mm-hmm. Girl behind her friend going at it. They pro-Trump. They be out there making crazy accusations and God is this and God is that and God don't want abortions and all of this shit. And I'm not saying certain things shouldn't come across certain ways. I don't know how to really voice it. But that shit is weird. That shit is weird to me. Very weird. And I don't really see what the main ordeal or the issue is when it comes to black people standing up for themselves nowadays. You know what I mean? Like we should not still have to be going through this. And for somebody like y'all to make it such a point to get across, it's just weird to me. Yeah. It's mad weird to me. I don't know. If that makes sense to y'all, but
no, you making sense. You making sense. Yeah, it's. I can't wait till this election is over because I feel like this is really like you voting.
Yeah, I got to. My mother said you better get up.
You better get up. You better get up
and go vote.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Look, I had to talk to my best friend about this. Like, they ain't gonna. You think Joe gonna be the savior? He ain't gonna be the savior. He not. You want me to be honest? He's not gonna be the savior, but he gonna maintain.
Okay. Okay.
The hood ain't gonna change. The hood ain't never gonna change, no matter who president's up in there. But it definitely got worse since this motherfucker's there.
Okay.
Okay.
God, the hood.
Okay.
The hood is just out here surviving by itself.
We are surviving by itself. I need to, because look, when Obama was in there too, because the people say, Obama didn't do nothing. Obama did try to do stuff. He did try to. It just didn't go through because he had to go through other people,
right?
Other branches and stuff like that. So
I feel like America, for years,
you want instant change.
Not even instant. Yes, instant change, and then you guys put things into place that you can't dig yourself back out of. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So say for instance, like